Hello, my name is Terry Haynes. I have developed a motor tic, and so I wanted to give a little bit of history on this. Um, it's the tic is in my arms. It's in my verbal. We'll see as we go. I'll try to be fast. Here's the history. In December of 2005, I had a head injury and had a little bit of this, and and then it went away. It took about 2.5 years, about 30 different medications, wild uh, variations on what happened to the medications. Also, with it came a headache. But then it went away. That was about 2008, maybe 2.5 years it took. Uh, Now, about 3 weeks ago, it is today. What is the date today, Deb? You know, it's September 5. I don't know. September, early September. It's Labor Day, so there it is. Find out what day that is. But about 3 weeks ago, I was in the hospital. I had complained of lung problems. I'm older. I've had heart problems. They checked that out. They checked the lung problems. Said there was no lung problems, no heart problems. During one of the tests, they required that I wear a mask for 3 hours. I said I can't do it. I came in because after an hour, um, I have problems with that. So please don't make me wear a mask. They said, well, you have to wear a mask. I said, can you give me oxygen? They said, can't give you oxygen without it being prescribed by a doctor. And and then I began to have these. They're like seizures, but they're not seizures. This condition was called myoclonus. Uh, it's actually a relative of the hiccup. But now my the latest thing is my neurologist is telling me it never was myoclonus. It's motor tics. And then he said, well, it's similar to Huntington's disease, but Huntington's disease is hereditary. You don't have any you don't have any history of that. It's similar to, it's similar to Tourette's syndrome, except that Tourette's syndrome shows up when you're young, so we don't have that. Now, tomorrow I have an EEG. Maybe that'll show something, maybe it won't. But in the meantime, I have this odd thing that's going on. It is sometimes a little twitch every 5 to 10 seconds. Sometimes it goes 15 minutes to a half hour, and nothing happens. It's verbal, although I turn my when I'm not talking, I can turn my voice off, and I do, and then you don't notice it so much. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Right at the very beginning of the diagnosis, I have been for the first time to my went to the hospital. It showed up. Went to my neurologist. He says what I just told you. He says it need an EEG. It's going to be another 3 weeks. It took 2.5 years to get rid of this for my head injury. Very occasional with my head injury, 15 minutes to an hour at a time, but it would go away. 23 hours a day at least I was without it, and it was yeah. By the way, it doesn't hurt, but although it gives me a headache. Ah, okay. Yeah, it sounds painful, but it gives me a headache. But the most noticeable thing right now is that it happens all the time, and I'm just exhausted. My body is just exhausted from these little twitches, and I wake up. I'm sleeping a lot more than I normally do. I sleep normally about 6 hours. I'm sleeping 8 to 10 hours a day now, and and I think a lot of it is I'm just tired. My chest hurts, my body hurts. It's embarrassing because I can't even control my farts. I mean, I don't want to be in public. And and so this is what's happening. Anyway, that's the latest, and so I'm telling everybody all at once because it's hard to describe what's going on. So we'll see how this goes. I'll let you know from time to time. Thank you. Bye.